Yes, it's time for a look back once more on some branded packaging and memorabilia from over the years. This is part of my collection. This is the 5th video. If you haven't seen the others, have a look on my channel at those. It's actually been a couple of years since I've done one. Doesn't time fly? There was one on cups and also one with a mixed bag, which is what we're going to look at today. And we start with Jacob's tin. Now this is from the 1980s. I'm not sure of the exact date, but it was a tin that you'd put your crackers in. And I saw an article, I think it was recent, it just come up in a search of a lady who bought a packet of Jacob's crackers, because they still go, and she put them in the tin and then completely gave up to somewhere like there, which just shows like a lot of products how they have shrunk over the years, but apparently it's not, it's our imagination. Okay, so the logo really, to be honest, hasn't really changed much. I mean, tins previous to this, it's a different logo. If you do a search on Google, you'll see that, but with today's one, it's very similar. I don't know about the recipe, whether they've kept it the same, because like most things have been altered now to save money. So that's the first one. Okay, then we move on to Bisto. Now this was interesting enough as a limited edition tin. This one is more recent. It's around from about 2018, so it's only a few years old, and you'd have had gravy in there. You can see a bit in the bottom, and you can use it as something else after. And so a lot of this sort of kind of thing was very popular. There was a lot of it like in the 80s, 90s, as I've mentioned before in these videos. But you still get a few of these things nowadays, not as much as you used to. Nice gravy boat on there as well, so you don't forget what Bisto actually is. Not that you're going to. Okay, now the next one is a PG Tips hat, and it's fallen over. No, it's not a hat. Well, it is a hat. It's a hat for your teapot. I don't know if people still really have tea cozies now. So it just go over your teapot and keep the tea warm, and then when someone comes around or fancy another cup of tea, it's still nice and warm. And it's got the famous PG Tips logo on it. Now I don't have a date for this one. I'm guessing around about the 90s, but I'm not too sure. I can't remember how I got it actually. I imagine originally it would have been something that if you had to send off for, or you would have got sometimes like in a promotional box attached with the actual product. So you buy the tea bags and oh look, a free cozy. Because as you'll see later on in the video, there are a few more recent ones that I have got. So that's that one. Now we're going back in time a bit now. M&M's. This is an M&M's calculator. This one is from 1993. Now you can see each button has got made to look like an M&M, a different coloured M&M. But strangely enough, why that looks really good, the only problem is all the numbers and that are to the side of the M&M, like in the corner, so you might get a bit confused. But it was a fun calculator. Unfortunately it doesn't work, and this is not mine originally. I remember picking it up from a car boot sale, and it's solar panel, as a lot of calculators were in the 80s and 90s. And unfortunately the screen no longer works, which is a shame. And it's just got on the bottom, made in China. Wow, who knew? And copyright Mars 1993. It's just a basic functions for a calculator. It's got your off button there, your memory buttons up the top, square root and percentage. And but that would have been great if you took that to school and look, oh, I've got an M&M's calculator. Okay, so that's that one. Now this is a really interesting one, and I bought this from a car boot sale because you can see it says 20 pence on it. That's how much I paid for it, and that would have been good enough just for the tin, but as you see it says the HP baked beans jigsaw. Now this is from about the early 1980s. HP baked beans still go, which I wasn't aware of that. They were in a blue tin. I assume they were in a red tin originally, hence this tin. What I do like, I don't know if you can make that out on the camera, is where it's got like all the you'd have like nutritional value and ingredients, and that it's just a description of the puzzle and what the puzzle contains. So that's a nice little bonus. And the puzzle is actually inside. If I can get the lid off. And yes, it's a baked bean puzzle, 108 pieces. And no, I didn't do it because I don't like puzzles. And the thought of doing one with baked beans, yeah, not too sure about that. It's probably one of those that would be quite frustrating. I'm sure there'll be pictures on the internet of what the actual puzzle looks like. But I'm sure it's just a load of beans in a load of sauce. But and I haven't actually counted all the pieces. I'm assuming they're there. It'd be a bit frustrating to do it, and then you realise there's one piece missing. But like I say, that's a nice novelty. The kind of thing, and I know I've said this before again and again in videos, but sort of thing that's missing, you know, in this digital age where it's just codes and, you know, send off for this, and but yeah, you had all this sort of innovative stuff. And there are some stuff around, and you know, you will see videos I do of things that are actually done pretty well with regards to merchandise. So that's that one. Okay, so now let's move on to the next one, which I don't know a lot about this one. Terrain boardware. Now, a quick search on Google, other search engines are available. I think it's from about the 90s, and it's something to do with watches or sportswear, because it says fully guaranteed adrenaline driven, STA water resistant. Now that would fit with the watch thing, but it just seems a bit of a strange tin to have a watch in. I mean, maybe it had some sort of soft foam that kept the watch in, and then you had obviously the lids missing, unfortunately, on top. Again, it's one I just picked up from a car boot sale. The design kind and the logo kind of reminds me of sort of, it's got a bit of a sort of more of a food product vibe, but as I say, it's probably something to do with watches, and that logo probably means something as well. Answers in the comments if anyone knows. And if you do have any comments about any of the merchandise, please feel free to share them, and if you have any of them as well. And let's move on now to this one, which is Jackson's of Piccadilly tea. Nice motive there on the front. Now this one, I think it's from about the 1980s. Apparently the brand is owned by Twinings now, who is another famous tea company. Little dent on the side there. Again, this is the one I picked up from car boot sale. Nice lid, and would have had tea inside. It's pretty clean, which is good. Don't know what flavoured tea. Just says on it little Dulcie, is that? Yeah, so again, if anyone knows, answers on a postcard or even in the comment section. Okay, and there were different colours of these as well. There was a blue one, I think a red one. So I'm going to keep a lookout for them as well. Okay, now, something a bit more recent now. Now, like I was saying earlier about... no, I'm not going to bowl of cereal. This was given away, well not given away, but it came with a box of Special K in the top, and it's literally from, I bought it literally last year, end of last year. It's got the famous K logo on the side. Actually, yeah, there is a date there, 2018. So they're actually doing them for a while then, as a Special K logo as well. Now, you'll see shortly something that I'm going to compare with this bowl. Now, this is plastic, and unfortunately a lot of these things nowadays are plastic, and it's such a shame, especially with this sort of you know, time, you know, we're more conscious on the environment, and you know, I think it just makes it a bit cheap as well. And as you'll see, the one I'm going to show you in a bit, it sort of blows this one out the water. So that's the Kellogg's Special K one. Now, this is also one I bought recently, this year in fact, and this is Sharwood's. And I think they were doing it for Chinese New Year. You've got noodles inside and chopsticks and that. And it's just got the Sharwood's logo on it. And that's it really. And again, it's plastic. A bit stronger than the other one actually. And it's also got, to remind you, since 1899. Slightly bigger, that one, than the other one. Okay, so now this is the one I'm talking about. Now this one, going back in time a bit now, 1994, here's Kellogg's Cornflakes for their 70th anniversary, 1924 to 1994. Although of course now, yeah, it's going to be close to 100 years soon, isn't it? In 3 years' time. And what I was saying about the ones earlier, this one is in fact China. And there was a cup that went with it as well, which I will feature in a video, which will be coming very soon, along with a selection of other cups. And it's got the famous Kellogg's Cornflakes Rooster on there, which has also changed over the years as well, with the famous Kellogg's logo, which now on the boxes they seem to just do this massive K that overtakes the box. But yeah, it's China, and it's, you know, it makes the quality seem much better in my opinion. And I think this is one you had to send away for, I believe. I might be wrong, but that's what I think. And I didn't have this one originally. I got it off a friend. Yeah, so I like that one a lot. Now, this next one is quite a recent one as well. It's a Bacardi rum tin with the famous bat logo on it. It's only from about 3 or 4 years ago. Would have had a bottle of a mini bottle of Bacardi rum in it, and then you've got a nice tin afterwards. I like these. These are quite cute little tins. So say that's a more recent one. Now we're going to go into a royal theme. I can't remember actually if I showed this before in a previous video. I really cannot remember. But we'll show it anyway because it fits in with the other two that we're going to show as well. It's a McVitie's Will and Catherine biscuit tin from 2011. You see the date there, 29th of April 2011, to celebrate the marriage of Prince William of Wales and Miss Catherine Middleton. And on the back it just has the standard biscuits that are basically available in every single McVitie's tin. Nothing really different there. You've got the bourbons, you've got the digestives, you've got the sandwich creams, you've got custard creams. If anything, for something so such a celebration, you'd think they would have done a few different ones, because you know these biscuits you can always get from the McVitie's range. So it's a shame they didn't do anything special there. Nice reflection there from the light. Now, this one was for to celebrate the birth of their beautiful baby in summer 2013. Many congratulations and warm wishes to the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge on the birth of their beautiful baby. And it's just got a pram there with no baby in, so they must have the baby. And it's from Marks and Spencer actually, so I don't know if that's why I didn't feature them on the front, because they can't get copyright or anything, but you can't copyright having a pram on the front, so that's okay, that's all good. And these are actually just shortbread biscuits. Actually, in fact, only one, that one up there, I think. So again, not something, you know, it's just kind of just slapped it on there. Obviously it's good they did something for the release. They did a release for, you know, the celebrating of the baby, of their baby boy, and whose name's slipped my mind a minute for some reason. Yeah, so it's got some interesting crest at the top there. So that's all. That is. Is that a unicorn? That, no, or is that a horse? And it's just drawn weird. That's like a unicorn. And that one, I don't know what that is. What the hell is that? It's just a bit weird. Now I'm intrigued by this design now. I've just spotted that. It's one of those things you can't unsee now. Interesting. It does look like a unicorn, doesn't it? Is it me? Well, that's interesting. Now, keeping with the royal theme, we move on to everyone's favourite royal couple, Harry and Meghan. Not heard much about them recently, so I don't know what they're up to actually. I'm sure Netflix will tell us soon. This is a Harry and Meghan spoon with their face on the front. You can see that. Yeah. It's quite not over heavy spoon, but it's quite light. And I believe that was just to celebrate their marriage. It comes in a nice little case. And that one was from 2018, I believe. So only a few years ago. Okay, our last one. We're going back in time again. New storage container, Ariel Ultra, 2 kilograms. Yes, so this is something else, and I've probably commented about it in the past, that not only did you have good strong packaging in like the 80s, 90s, well, and even before that as well, you had useful packaging. So the idea is obviously you can use that as a storage container after to put your washing powder in. And this is one I got from a car boot as well. A bit rusty in centre. It's just got your instructions on the back, helpful tips on washing on the side as well. And this is from, I think, from the 1990s. then when you had all the washing powders sort of competing with each other, and you had experts saying yes, this powder's so good, and then you had the comparisons of the sort of this one's whiter than this one, we washed this at so many degrees, and then of course you had Shane Ritchie, the Daz doorstep challenge, and actually Danny Baker I think was before him. Yeah, but we won't get into that today. And you can see on the front it says 2 kilogram Aero Ultra refill inside this storage container, which you can also see at the box. It says 2 kilograms. Okay, so that's a little selection of some more memorabilia over the years. I think I've got at least another couple of videos I can do from the stuff I've got, so I hope you enjoyed that, and feel free to leave any comments, and do you have any of them, or what other ones do you have? Let me know on social media. I'll put the links down below, and then do check out the other videos as well. I'll create a playlist so you can have a look at them and see what ones you remember, or ask your parents about, or grandparents, and see what ones they remember as well. They may even have, you never know, maybe that biscuit tin lying around that your nan has does not got biscuits in or sweets, it's got a sewing kit in. But yeah, please leave your thoughts and your comments, and look out for some more videos coming very soon. Just a quick note on the seeds that we started growing in the seed video a couple of weeks ago. There will be a video updating their progress very soon, and the ones we've been growing outside as well, so keep a lookout for that. Also be some cooking videos soon as well, and please, if you haven't done yet, please subscribe and ring the bell for notifications. It's much appreciated. Trying to build up my followers on YouTube, and you know, if you like the video, please like it, and that helps me as well. And I'll see you again very soon for another video. Bye for now.